Hello everyone, welcome back to Airborne Education. Today we will be solving some ATPL questions on flight planning monitoring, which is also known as subject 33. Let's go. Alright guys, today I will solve hardest questions in the ATPL question that I find. It's given to me randomly, so let's start. First question that we have annex here, which is giving us the IASA deviation, pressure, altitudes, outside air temperature, and other stuff. In question, it's told us that we are at 7,000 feet and temperature is plus 10 IASA deviation. So first of all, we would like to know our true airspeed in order to calculate how much deviation we will have. And if you check your flight computer, you will notice that our true airspeed is the main factor how much deviation we will have and how much the wind will affect us. So let's begin. First, we have 0 degrees IASA deviation and plus 20 degrees, and the 10-degree deviation is right between them. And since we are at the 7,000 feet, we need to take also between 6,000 and 8,000, as I show you on the screen right now. So let's do the calculation. 171, 169, 172, and again 169. Basically, we add them together, divided by 4. What we get is 170.25. Okay, this number is our true airspeed. I'll note it down. Alright, since we have our true airspeed, now we need to check the wind. We know that wind comes from 110 through direction with 50 knots. Since we have the magnetic heading, we need to turn it to the true heading. How we will do that? We will have to add the variation. Since it's 15 east, I will do 127 plus 15, which is equals to 142. 142 true. And we have the wind direction, which is 110. So right now you can use the flight computer to solve this question or other equipments that you have. For me, I'm more into a fast solution, and I have some formula that I would like to share with you guys. So let's start with my formula. How we will do it is basically, if you're working with the headwind or tailwind, you have to work with the cosinus. And if you're working with the crosswind, you have to work with the sinus. What we will do? Basically, we have 142 as our heading, minus 110. So now we know the difference between our relative heading and also wind direction, which is 32 degrees. So I need to take the sinus of the 32. So sinus 32, it's 0.5299, something like that. I multiply this by 50 because it's the wind speed, 50. I get 26.4959. What I will do right now is I have to multiply this number with 60 as a formula and divide it by our true airspeed. So times 60, which gives me 1589.7577, divided by our true airspeed, which is 170.25. Right now I have the answer as 9.33. So basically my answer will be 9 degrees, right? And it is correct answer. I will write down the formula that I used is right here. I will show you. So aircraft's heading minus relative wind direction. Then we take the answer of that and we put it on the sinus. Let's say sinus x. What we will do after that is we will multiply this number with wind speed After that, we will do times 60, divided by true air speeds. Sorry for my writing. Yeah, so this is the formula that I use. It's mostly correct, but some questions is a little bit tricky, so it may not be correct all the time. So I recommend that you double check with your flight computer. Unfortunately, I will not show how to use the flight computer on this question. Maybe on the upcoming videos I can try that, but this is for the solution of this question. Now let's go to the next one. Alright guys, for this question we will use the flight computer CRP5. This is what I use from Pulleys. So the question says, after the pre-flight preparation, the flight plan log shown in the annex was completed. Taking into account the meteorological conditions for the scheduled estimated time of departure at 7:30 UTC due to passage of cold front, a delay is expected for 3 hours. What will be the revised ground speed between waypoint Bravo to waypoint Charlie? Because of the expected delay. Okay, so first of all, we have to open the annex, which is given in the question. As you can see, there is two different times for the forecast. We have to look which is 3 hours later than 7:30 UTC, which is the right hand side 0901 UTC to 1200 UTC. And since we are concerned about to B to Charlie, like B to C, we have to look at that part. Since we are flying at flight level 100, which is given on the flight log, we have to concern about this area of the annex, and then we have to use our flight computer to obtain our true airspeed. As you know, when you're working for the ground speed, you need to find your true airspeed, then the wind correction, then you have your ground speed. So how we will do that? First of all, we already have -25 on the annex, so I will set -25, 10, 25, alright, -25 to 10, like this. I use my cursor, like this, as you can see, with my temperature side, -25 and 10,000. Then, since we already know our calibrated airspeed 155, I'll just put it on 155 right here, as you can see. So it's about 173, let's say, something like that. So I will take a note. 173 is my true airspeed. All right. Next up, what we have to do is we will have the airspeed. We already have the airspeed from 165 with 55 knots. To make the calculation easier, I just set it to 100, as you can see, and I just put a point on 155 right there. Yeah, with 165 because of the wind direction. Now, since we don't care about the heading, why? Is because that heading is for that specific time of calculation. You know how much you're gonna drift, so you already plan for correction. But now, since the forecast is different, we have to use different wind. So forget about the heading, you need to use the true course, which is given in the annex. It's given as 245. Right now I'll set 245 on my flight computer and set this red dot on 173, which is up there. So I'll just set it through there. 173. As you can see, it is on 173, and my ground speed is 155. So the answer is basically 155 knots. This is our ground speed. Yeah, see you on the next question. For our third question, LPV gives blah blah guidance with the performance of a localizer, and the protected area is blah blah. than the LNOW VNOW protection area. So LPV is GPS based approach. Basically it considers as non-precision approach. So it says with the performance of a localizer, so we can understand that they're talking about the lateral performance, because localizer, as we know, for lateral navigation, and LPV, as I know, has the smaller protective area, so the answer will be lateral and smaller. For this question, I see actually very nice comment, and I will share it there. The guy said localizer with the L and S. So it is very good information to keep it on mind and to solve this question. I don't know, it's just raw information, so you just have to keep it in your mind and just learn the meanings of the approaches. Right, for this question we have one annex, and the question is: an aircraft is planned to fly from the reporting point Norbo to Dean Cross DME along the airway Tango 256. Select the appropriate magnetic course and distances to be entered into the navigation flight plan. All right, so if you look at the annex here, probably I'll put the annex on the explanation version, so it will be easier for me since it's already marked here. The most important thing that we need to look here is our heading changes a lot, like from 144 degrees to 136. So we need to put these two into our flight log, so into our flight plan. So how we will do that is, first of all, we will go from Norbo to New Galloway or NGY with 144 degrees, and as you can see right there, there is also written 32 right above Tango 256. This is basically our distance to New Galloway NDB. After New Galloway NDB or NGY, we have to turn to 136 and to Dean Cross DME, which is 3 plus 17 plus 19, which is equals to 39. 39 nautical miles away. So basically we have 2 degrees, which is 144, 136. Then we have also 32 and 39, which gives us the only answer, question B. And yes, it is the answer question. The answer B on the question. Let's move on to the next one. For question 5, we have: what does Echo Hotel 048 indicate here? All right, so let's open our annex. As I can see, it's from Netherlands. Okay, as you can see from the departure, it's right at the bottom, Echo Hotel 048. So as you look at the answers like A, B, C, D, basically it's mostly for Boeing 737. And if you put your attention on Echo Hotel 080, as you can see, it's only flyover for Boeing 737. So if you will follow the line, it is actually not touching the Echo Hotel 048. So it's actually flyby waypoint. Another way to understand that, if there is a circle on the waypoint, basically it's flyover waypoint. If it's flyby, it will just have the star over there and you need to just fly by it. And since it's given Boeing 737, especially for Echo Hotel 080, so we can just say except for Boeing 737, and this is basically it. Yeah, it's been very nice practice. Please remember the formula and take your time during the examination, because it is very important to read and understand what the question is asking for. Thank you very much for watching, and until the next time, goodbye.